Hola, mi gente, and welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, queries, statements, or otherwise, we have multiple ways to be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those that need instant gratification, and the show's Twitter feed is @SkimPod. That is SKIMPOD. That's where I like to fight. For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. That's crunchy being spelled with a K. We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Spotify, and a partridge in a pear tree. And of course the website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show. And a band plays on here at Skim, and to that end we provide you a Podcast, a musical discussion podcast built on a hip-hop foundation, and you know what? It's dope. Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, your host, the Internet's Tayrell713, and me? Well, damn it, I'm the real ODP.
I'm actually just gonna go ahead and hit go on that, because whatever, it's recording.
Alright, if you'd like to intro us.
I shall. What's hood, what's good, what's cracking my weebles? Stay Church Milk episode 297. If my recollection is correct.
That seems right.
Yeah. I don't know how, but somehow I only paid $5 for my lunch. Which, when usually the water itself is $4.
The water itself is $4?
I mean, they fucking charge like 250% for all the drinks at this establishment, so I was it. I love how, like, maybe it's because, like, the people here don't know how to fucking read a ticket.
Oh, for sure though.
Like,
What they do wrong?
well, like, alright, so I asked for, like, the pub burger, which comes with, like, onion straws and this, like, cheese sauce and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
None of that is on here. Like, that's a slice of cheese. And the egg and bacon I asked for as, like, additions. So none of the things that I actually, like, are on the burger that I ordered are here. And then I also asked for guac, and they tell me after they already hand me my food that they don't have guac. So I'm just like...
That's why you got
fucking reality.
That's how you got charged $4 today.
That's how you only got that's how you walked out with about $5 worth of food.
But the girl at the cash register, all right,
She don't know they
the
messed up.
person at the cash register just looks at the ticket and sees that I marked pub burger.
Yeah.
Is she just like gonna go fuck it? Like, cause she doesn't look in the, like, it was steamy. I wouldn't have known it was in there until I opened it. So that's like, I'm just now at the table sitting down to eat it, to open it and noticing, hey, none of the shit that comes on that burger is there. How would she have known?
Can we go record lunch complaining to the people? That'd make for a great segment.
Lunch is not lunch.
Lunch complaints about lunch.
You already had a name.
His debate is accurate, so it'd be different. It'd be different if he was like wrong here.
I'd like to see them respond to like you know, on those investigative report things. Like, are you recording this? And starts putting a hand on the mic or something.
It could be the Carl Monday.
I guess my frustration is coming from the fact of, like, there's only so many things at this moment that I can eat at a restaurant.
Right.
To get, like, what I need. So I'm limited in what I can do to begin with. But then when you fuck up my order, you're restricting me even more. So now, like, I have this tiny ass little fucking half salad because I thought I was gonna have this, like, giant burger monstrosity. This is the tiniest fucking burger I've ever got here. So now I have to sit through the rest of my workday. I have no food at my desk because I didn't pack anything. The nuts that I have are in my car, which is 15 minutes away, a walk from my office. So now I'm gonna have to, like, hope that this gets me through for the next 7 hours.
Well, you're not gonna go back and like say what you shorted me?
No, because what good is it gonna do? I'm just gonna cause a scene. I'm gonna get even louder, and then
Again,
I won't be welcome back here.
That's why it would make for a great segment. But
And you know how hard it is to find a place to record down here?
Lunch gets banned from where we record.
That could be the Patreon thing.
So, now that we all seen it, we are free into loose lip sync ship Avengers Endgame.
you didn't even tell everybody who's here, even though they should be able to tell by voices.
You got a full house. It's Tatum216 over here on the mumble, getting his Tetris on.
Yes.
Slush by 2099, slapping the mail down.
Trying. This fucking mail won't open either.
getting fucked over lunch back and forth.
It's been an awkward hour and a half for me, let's just say.
I got anger issues, so I'm angry for you.
It's the real ODP who's angry for him.
I appreciate you having my back.
Yes, I am everyone's favorite anchor baby.
What's an anchor baby?
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, somebody on Twitter called me an anchor baby. The guy who got me.
Oh, like a foreigner?
Yeah,
like
somebody
on the
who
boat?
somebody who
Who was
somebody whose
parents were
are
foreign, but their baby was born in America, which makes their baby an American citizen, which means they can stay. That's just not true anymore. But hey,
they call them anchor babies because they anchor the parents to America.
I am the Internet State 713. We in the building.
I'm not an anchor baby yet, by the way. Puerto Rico is United States territory. I don't know how that guy didn't know that.
Because racists are stupid. Literal scientific fact that they just released recently. People who are racist, as it turns out, are just less intelligent.
Wow. It's the shock of nobody.
Hey, it's not like having scientific backup, though, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
But
So we want to discuss Endgame? No, we're not going to give anybody the backstory of why I'm not tweeting lately?
did you want to hit that first? I guess you should hit it first because the Podfather might have to slip out.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll begin with why Gabe can't tweet right now.
With Gabe.
I believe his name was Raven Fan 1996.
Was that what made you mad? He was a friend of the Ravens?
He got one tweet off of me before I blocked his ass, and I was like, "There you go, sir.
All right.
You are now blocked, and no more for me to worry about."
Let me admit that I just ignoring the warnings of everybody around me. I went
believe he
after
had
this guy.
8 followers at the time of this, if I'm not mistaken. And I realize y'all say, "Yo, you should be judging people on their number of their followers." What I'm saying is, he just wouldn't worth anybody's time.
Don't judge them on the number of their followers. Judge them on the content of their character.
His content of his character was shitty. I told him that.
That's at least what I try to tell people about my penis size.
His Twitter followers. So, go on.
All right. Well, this man said something I found to be bigoted. I don't know how I came across what he was saying. Oh yeah. Our Veep, Mr. Pence, decided to say, hey, our White House is very tolerant of all religions, and then everyone with sense responded back with, it's a Muslim ban. Remember the Muslim ban? You full of shit, Muslim ban. One of the people who responded back with, hey, you, see, that's the thing. There's hundreds of people responding back with sensible answers, and I somehow find a guy who says something stupid. The guy is like, Muslim's not a religion, and they should have never lifted that ban. I'm like, so like,
And then that's not the point where he's like, oh, and then it stopped.
No. That's when Gabe was like, well, this man clearly invited me in. Like a goddamn vampire.
Gabe was like, this man is lost and in need of my guidance.
It is a public forum, people.
Yeah, okay.
He's inviting responses every time he says something.
Remember, what's that dude used to always be saying, like, Parks and Rec, whatever was going on, he'll be like, Mo rats. Well, come on, everybody.
So
I have over Twitter T telling me, hey, leave that man alone. He's not worth your time. I have in real life my wife telling me, hey, come on, spend time with your family. Get off the phone.
That's funny.
And had I listened to both these sensible voices, perhaps I wouldn't have gotten banned. But it was just
Get banned.
I'm not going to go over the whole conversation I had with the guy, because it mostly consisted of me telling him why he's stupid and him saying that I was triggered and I live in my mom's basement.
there's one tweet in there.
Did you just say, my mom lives in a ranch. She doesn't have a basement, dumbass.
My parents' basement is terrible. I wouldn't live in there. No, it just needs to be finished, actually. It's a pretty nice basement.
You had one response that I was like, that's probably the one that took you out. Do you know which one that one is?
That's what I'm looking for right now, because I screen captured it for you guys and sent it to you. Where is it? basically, he kept talking about being triggered and being crying and everything. I'm like, you want to talk about crying? Why don't you talk about your bitch president? And I just kept going after him, like,
Yeah,
this is
about
all the
your bitch.
all the. I thought I laid out a pretty good argument and a pretty concise argument for all the reasons that Trump is a bitch. I support my arguments. I just don't say things. Yeah, why is it taking so long to find this damn tweet?
You said you sent it to us?
Yeah, I sent it to you. So I have trouble finding it. We text a lot of.
Yeah, but
Oh, there it is. Oh, you can look up pictures, like tweet media history.
yeah.
I found it.
All right.
So
Wait. I'm not even gonna let you read it. I'm gonna read it.
Okay. So this is in response to him calling me uneducated and triggered.
So
and I said,
so Ravenfan 1986 said, "Laugh my ass off. Your uneducated ass is still triggered. Keep crying, kid. This is still entertaining." This is the people he fuck with. His response to this is, the only thing about you that triggers me is the idea that on the night you were conceived, your mother could have done us all a favor and swallowed you instead of pinning her ankles against her head when your grandpappy stumbled into her bedroom drunk on wild turkey.
Who did that?
He said that too.
You said that?
yes, I did.
Huh.
Was that a little far?
You know what? There's no such thing as far when you're in a Twitter war.
That's true. There's no Geneva Convention for Twitter. And what kind of PC society are we living in that I can't imply that someone was the product of an incestual relationship between their mother and their grandfather?
You would think that all gloves would be off when he assumes that you live in your mom's basement. I mean, I feel like you didn't go low. You went even.
That's true. I've never heard that. That's a great saying. Don't go low, go even.
And the end result to this is what now?
Okay, the end result to this is he responded to that by calling me a virgin. I'm not.
Far from it, as we can attest.
At least 4 times. At the minimum.
And
100% accurate every time.
all wet from the inside.
Oh my God. You keep going, sir?
Okay. But the end result is Twitter saying my access, I forget the exact saying because I can't get back to it. It says my features are limited.
Yes. You have what's called a soft Twitter ban.
Okay.
I can see your Twitters. I can see your tweets there. You're not going off the internet.
I can't get back into Twitter though.
Well, yeah. For right now, you just like you are. Again, you are limited. I hope it's soft, as a matter of fact. And if not, you're probably making a new account. And that's just is what it is.
That's okay. As I was saying to you guys earlier, this is a great injustice.
You said an injustice? I mean, it's kind of like a badge of honor right now. It's just like, yeah, I got banned for. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting to the age where I just don't care about this kind of stuff as much. I just don't care. Like,
I'm not like really caring.
I don't think you really care. I'm just saying, like, I'm just to the point where it's just like, I don't even remember the last time I went on Twitter. Like, every once in a while, like, I'll get enough messages from you guys, like, okay, somebody else is in here now. Because I think it was the other day, T's girl was on there putting some stuff too. I'm sorry, not a girl, woman. And I was like, oh, this must be something everybody's interested in. Comment. Then I forgot about it. I don't know. I don't know.
I like the funny interactions outside of.
I don't know. It's kind of like, yes, what you said was funny, but at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't want to be talking about nobody having cum in their mouth and all that kind of stuff. I just don't care that much.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like, I don't know, like, somebody said something about our show.
I say that shit jokingly about my friends, not strangers.
In retrospect, it wasn't worth the trouble. And I liked having Twitter too.
Oh yeah, it was you earlier. It was just like you were saying, like maybe if Seth, or it's not Seth, Steph Curry wife is probably listening to our show. I was just thinking, I'm just like, she's not listening to our show. Our show is like super local. Not even local. I don't know what it is.
It has a niche.
We have listeners in Cali, don't we?
Yeah.
She might be one.
We have listeners in Cali, but do we have? We don't have fans in Cali. I don't think like we have anybody to be like.
I'm in Toffee in Cali, sleeper hit. I got some fans in Cali.
We got 2 fans in Cali. I said it correctly. But we don't have nobody to be like, man, that was messed up, Pie Father.
True indeed. Hey man, you wilded out.
I think it's summertime. You need to concentrate on those plants and that rosemary in the yard.
Yeah, well, I'll focus. Now that I'm off Twitter, I guess I can focus on the garden. You know, do some more exercising, get in shape.
You know who else tried to focus on his garden?
Wet some more balls.
Thanos in Avengers Endgame, who was a man who had done what he had done. He had given the snap and was just walking along in his garden, picking his prickly pears, trying to.
Spoiler alerts, by the way.
Let me tell you something. He know how to season his food. What's going on with the rest of y'all?
Thanos is purple.
Yeah.
Thanos is a person of color, is what you're telling me. All right.
VOC.
I mean, any person's a color.
That is true. All lives matter.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Well,
Look, I got
when
it.
the Avengers undid the snap where they were bringing back only the non-whites. Is that what you're trying to say, T?
God,
I don't know.
one can only hope. But
If you be,
I died in the snap, T. I'm gone forever now.
if
Love you.
Hold on. If you putting raisins in your salad, or I was watching Dead to Me, and it was a raisin joke in there. But anyway,
Nice.
anybody who put raisins, even though he is purple, don't come back.
so
Fuck raisins.
Can you imagine though, like when Tony does or the Hulk does the snap, if he did have some qualifications of like who would come back?
like, hey, but fuck this
Like,
motherfucker right
Yeah,
quick.
this woman turned me down in high school. She could stay gone.
Well, yeah, Avengers Endgame. I at this point I've seen it several times. I have enjoyed it every time. I have cried every time.
What part made you cry?
That's literally what I want to talk about in this my little piece of this is parts of Endgame that made T cry that probably didn't make anybody else cry. But you know, I found out there on the internet somebody tweeted out they cried at the same spot. I can already tell you my emotions already lifted up when Cap picked up Mjolnir and was going to town with Mjolnir.
I clapped and laughed really loud.
That got
It's like, why is that funny?
it got me. It started. I already was like, holy shit, it's going down. So you know, he beat the shit out of Thanos, and he really was. He was putting in that work.
Thanos ate that shit up. Thanos is fucking.
He did, and he so he beat the shit out of Cap. Cap is out on the field. His shield, his vibranium shield,
Broken?
beat to pieces.
See, so this is what don't make no sense to me. So when Kingpin beat the shit out of Spider-Man and killed him in Spider-Verse like that, but then Thanos broke his shield but didn't kill Cap? That don't make no sense. I'm about to go listen to one.
So
That's an interesting question. He's not around to hear my response.
it's okay. So Cap is down. But y'all know Cap, man. Cap can do it all day, and in fact, they make a joke about that in that very movie. They pan over him. His arm has this huge gash on it. I'm like, God damn, Cap is fucked up. When Cap rolls over, he gets to his feet. He cinches that shield, holder tight to basically keep himself from bleeding out and
Yeah, can he be killed? I've always wondered that. Like,
He heals pretty fast.
tourniquet off that wound.
He's not Wolverine, but he's got accelerating healing.
I figured like with the amount of shit that like he gets hit with, how is he not dead? Because he's still a person.
Yeah, but he has used this super serum that does all these things to him. You know what I'm saying?
He can't even get drunk. He's got to be able to take a beating. I don't know. Don't draw me the diagram for that because I don't even get it.
Yeah, well, because his metabolism works.
Oh no, I mean like what I just said. Like
how drunk and take a beating match up somewhere in the line. So
Lots of bar fights.
Cap stands up, and in my mind I'm like, he's about to fucking die right here, right now, and he's just about to take it.
I was ready for it.
And I was ready for it. That's exactly what it is. I'd steeled myself thinking, this is when Cap dies, and I just must be ready, and I got to be ready for it. But instead of that, I hear Cap, on your left. As soon as that portal opened up, and I mean as soon as that portal opened up, and Black Panther and everybody stepped through, it was just a rush of tears. It was just like straight up, what? And it was straight crying. And it was literally hearing the word. And then so the second time I see it, it's literally just hearing it on your left, same goddamn thing. Just started bawling my fucking eyes out. It was insane how much I was crying off of that shit. And then like, I'm just watching them go to town. I'm watching them all fight and shit. It's just like, I know you think saying when Tony dies, you think that'd be a real cry scene. I did have tears in my eyes, but I mean, where I was like literally like that is when I, like I said, it was when like On Your Left happened. Those first two times. The first time when the movie actually was wrapping up, but it literally ending, I literally just had to lean over Vanessa's shoulder and just started crying. Because I was like, this is 22 movies. It's 11 years. I've been to all of them and seen them all. My kids have been with me on most things. Like I said, and like I said the one time, I have lived a lot of life between the beginning of this and the beginning of that. It just might be just all kinds of emotions bubbled up into that. Fox and I and my kids drove down to Columbus this past Sunday. I had IMAX tickets. I went to see it on the big screen. Same theater we saw 300 at. Exact same one? Yeah, exact same area. So I was like, that's dope. Like, we got some history there. And in this instance, it was when the ladies all got on the screen together. My daughter said,
I love that.
My daughter,
I don't think that was long enough.
My daughter sitting right next to me, and I was literally just thinking about how it's dope that she got Cheeros. You know what I'm saying? Because it hasn't always been that way. And it just hit me, and I didn't start bawling this time, but tears in my face, and I was like, God damn!
Why didn't you cry when they were having the little the little powwow session to begin the movie, and the dude was talking about his gay date?
I don't care about Joe Russo that much. I'm proud of him for having.
That was Joe Russo?
Yeah.
Is he gay in real life?
I am unsure.
No, because his daughter's in the movie. His daughter's Hawkeye's daughter.
You can be gay and have daughters, bro. Don't do that. Relatively easy.
That is true.
But I'm just
technically.
I wasn't taken aback by that particular scene. But again, and this last time at Cal's funeral, this time again, not bawling. This time it was nothing like where I was like heaving, crying like I was the first two times. But yeah, tears in my eyes at Cal's funeral this time around. It really
Iron Man.
Iron Man's funeral this time. It hit me as I'm sitting in the theater, and the theater is dead silent. And you gotta imagine, like I said, people always talk about how piss poor their theater experiences are. We are sitting in a giant auditorium, and it is deadly silent. And there's somebody back behind me just, and I was like, and that struck me. So it's like I might as well been at a fucking funeral at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, these are the points in that movie that hit me in the feels. And other people have said, like my man Eddie Cortez from Kinda Funny said when that Kinda Left came on, it got him to. Oh, this is the one that got on the first showing. Second showing, forgive me. First showing, it was like when he said Avengers, and he just pauses and he said, he gives it a beat. I literally lean forward in my chair, and he says a symbol, and I'm like, yes! And Gabe heard me.
I heard him like, oh, that was...
And did not realize it was me, because so we were not sitting apart.
Yeah.
Second time, he said Avengers symbol. It was just straight tears, man. My kid is sitting next to me on one side. My partner's nephew is sitting to me on my other side, because we took him with us to go see it that time, because he wanted to see it. and Vanessa's like next to him, so Vanessa's reaching around him to get me on the shoulder, to rub my shoulder.
One sentence you say my partner, and then the next sentence, that's Vanessa.
Well, so like she reached around and like rubbed me on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? To calm me down, but it's like when he said Avengers Assemble on my second view, it was just like, yeah, right. It's fucking me right now talking about it. So it's just like. It has done its job for me. I very much love that movie. I love seeing it with seeing it with various people I've seen it with too has been a delight too. You know what I'm saying? I was with Gabe the first night, so I got to holler at him about it. I don't know if I said on the show, but me and Gabe went to the first with the Iron Man together with my son when he's a little bitty. We sat in the first fucking row and like so we was like way up on the screen. So it's like that's dope. Me and Aunt saw. Black Panther together first night, you know what I'm saying? Aunt came through with a whole chicken meal. I was like, they making food like that in this theater? I didn't know they had food like that at that theater. You know what I'm saying? Box and me saw this together this time, and I got to see it at IMAX, which was kind of like, I was like, this is probably the last time I see it. But then you was talking about D-Box the other day, and I kind of was in my heart like, maybe. You saying, take it up to Detroit, go see it, or whatever. What is it? It was Royal Oak, Michigan.
I feel like the IMAX thing, I'd have to see it
You have to compare and contrast.
Or just see like that the first time.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, like I can't tell the difference. We drove all that way, and like it was the same to me. And I'm not trying to knock it. I appreciate going and everything. I just like without seeing them side by side or whatever. I just can't tell the difference.
It's been so many years since 300 came out, so I can't remember my IMAX experience. I remember that we went to a Sonics afterward because at the time Sonics was nowhere near our area.
Yeah.
So I saw them a week apart. Like I saw Avengers the day after it opened. I saw it that Friday, and then we went this past Sunday. So it was 9 days in between viewings. I guess maybe I'm just so focused on the actual story that's happening that I'm not paying attention to how much more gap is above their heads or below them. You know, like it does nothing for me.
But I'm that dude. Y'all know, like I said, I'm like that video and audio snob, and I know it, and I cop to it fully. I don't pretend for anything to the contrary. So that's why I'm like.
It probably did help too that like the chairs in that theater weren't like the chairs that we have up here with like the recliners where you got like the room and everything. So I'm sitting in between Xander and Lily, and they each have a drink in the cup holder that is next to me. They both have them next to me. So I couldn't even put my arms up and down without bumping into their drinks. So I'm sitting there for 3 hours, cross-armed, with my legs below me because if I put my feet out, I kicked the chair in front of me. So I was literally just scrunched like this for 3 hours.
You family, you could be like, hey man, move that drink. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. Because we set our drinks on the floor all the time when we in those theaters. Like I said, we usually sit like couch style.
Yeah. Like if I was alone, I would have lifted that arm up the first time I sat down.
Yeah. So like that's how we like when the four of us, me and the kids and Nessa.
That was how I got out.
Yeah.
Xander moved the drink cup because it was empty.
Yeah. And
then I lifted the arm out.
Slap. It just robot over.
I hate to be like this, but I'm gonna get my thoughts in real quick.
All right.
So I had to say it's one of the most satisfying movie experiences I ever had.
Yeah.
It's a strange way to describe a movie, but I never been like I never went to a movie and then walked out of it and said I got everything I needed out of that.
You just felt full.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like they didn't miss.
Yeah, it's like everything you hope they would do, they did, in my opinion. And I know there's other people who are like, well, what about this and that? And I'm
I'm sure there'll be people like, you have like 100-something characters. You have 100-something characters. You got 3 hours.
Yeah.
You can only give so much to each character. Yeah, I'm sure there could have been more Hulk smashing.
Yeah, I like that.
I enjoyed the subtleness of the Hulk in the movie, like him being transformed in a sweater, a cowl sweater. I want that action figure.
Hey, I hope they better make that Funko Pop or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they have the Funko Pop of him in the
uniform.
Suit. Nah.
Well, we get Hulk back. He's got a gimpy arm now.
I don't think his arm stayed gimpy because like
man, he hit with that bastard Trace and he's straight, man.
He's got it in a sling and it's all thin.
But it was burnt.
That's a strong hand.
That's
some respect on that arm.
Good hand.
I'm sure they'll figure it out. Like, I mean, I enjoyed the movie, but
just make a Winter Soldier like one.
Yeah. She can make a metal arm strong enough for the Hulk.
But then when he's not, that don't make sense because then when he's not the Hulk, he's got this giant ass.
Well, no, he's always the Hulk as the Professor Hulk.
Yeah. There's no going back to Banner in this situation.
Yeah, they're merged.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just get just take the arm off the Hulkbuster, strap it on.
I did enjoy the Hulk scenes that we got. Maybe,
Also, I mean,
I just wonder if we're gonna
like any other studio, they would have got hit with the hard R, bro. They chopped my man's arm and head off clean in that movie, bro.
No, they didn't show no blood, no.
It was a little splatter. I think he bleeds like Grimace. So
I guess you did see that.
Hit Nebula in the eye.
So
she was like rubbing her eye off.
Yeah. So like it was that. Cap had a pretty substantial wound on him that he had to send. It's like there's a lot of not a lot, but there was some gore. And you're like, wow, they went for it.
Man, fucking Ant-Man gave someone a heart attack.
That was good. Let me try. I'm gonna try something. He smacks me on her chest. I can't believe that worked.
I just noticed we couldn't get our usual table because they're conducting interviews over there.
I think
no, we moved because it was like extra fucking wobbly.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I didn't. Shoot, I'm trying to give like a unique take on it. But I feel like everything's been said about the movie. That can already be said. I mean,
Well, I
besides criticisms, if you want to pick on it.
I like how you worded though. Satisfied. You know what I'm saying? And that's a take I have not actually heard. So that's I think that is unique.
I did love the part because I had my daughter with me.
Yeah.
When me and T went to the first Iron Man, we accidentally saw the after credits scene. We just stuck around for the music, and we didn't know what the hell was going on when like Tony comes home and he's like, "Welcome home, Tony." And it's like Jarvis is all fucked up. And it's like, what is this? We're getting more movie?
Yeah. Well, when I first saw it, I didn't know that there wasn't an end credit scene because I didn't look up anything about the movie.
Yeah.
I was in social media dark for a whole day, and I'm sitting in the row because I ended up having to sit by myself. And my buddy comes up, because they were a couple rows behind me, and I'm playing on my phone while the credits are rolling. He's like, "Dude, we could just leave. It's like there's no end credit scene." I'm like, "I have to stay till the end."
We've been conditioned, haven't we?
We do.
When the first time we saw it, most of the theater did. A couple people got up and probably went to go to the restaurant, but most of the theater stayed, and there was an audible "aw" when nothing happened.
Yeah, but
and I was like, I was like, I don't know, man. I heard the metal clang, and I was like, there's something to that. And I was like, you know what? This is what they've taught us this whole time. Respect the filmmakers, respect the people who help make these things, watch the credits, or put on your phone. But still, you kind of
I'm not gonna read all the names.
But I don't
guy
it's not that I read all the
catering.
names, but I do look through the names because like a Twitter friend of mine had a credit in Captain Marvel for the VFX. And I was like, yo, Lily, I saw your name on the screen. She goes, I just saw my name on the big screen. I thought that was pretty dope. So that I do look at credits, oftentimes because I want to know the music and stuff.
I wasn't upset. I heard somewhere there might be no end credits, and I'm like, let's stick around just to make sure. And I'm like, I wasn't disappointed. Like,
again,
we're not. It's not about looking forward to the next movie.
That was the end.
Yeah,
that was the end.
and that's how I took it. Like I said, satisfying is like I said, the app descriptor. I was like, that's all right, bro. That's cool. And like I said, when the next couple times, I got up. You know what I'm saying? I stayed.
You stayed for the part where they showed each of the original Avengers.
Yeah. So the second time I saw it, I just stayed to the end of the credits again. Just didn't care. And this last time, we got through a good chunk of the credits, and then we just headed on down because like we had moves to make. Plus, we were all the way down to Columbus, and my man was like, "We got to get home in time for Game of Thrones." So it's rules to this.
Which I started watching, by the way. Saw the first 2 episodes.
You got through the first 2?
Yes.
You did more than I ever did. Only got through the first one, and I was just like, not for me, brother.
Ooh, how's your wife taking this show?
She did say, look it up to see if that kid survives. I'm like, all right, he's in the show right now, so
Yeah. Man,
In a manner of speaking.
well, there's some things. This was supposed to be an Endgame discussion, but what the hell?
Yeah,
There's a few things I'm like, I wish I didn't already know that. Like, I knew a brother and sister were gonna fuck.
yeah.
So that wasn't as shocking to me, but I thought it was gonna be the one like that guy was feeling on his sister's titty, and I'm like, all right, these 2 are gonna fuck.
He didn't realize it was his sister. Man, that was a crazy one right there. When he was like, "Oh shit, you're my sister." And I forgot the finger bang yard.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I thought that's what you were talking about.
I was talking about the first episode.
Did that not happen early in that series?
No, that happens after.
Like the 3rd season.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
So there's like some more incest going on.
Bruh.
They didn't meet their incest quota already.
The incest don't stop.
That one don't go far. You're don't look too much into that.
I don't think we appreciated enough. That was
It's okay.
I think
that's your show title. Can't stop, won't stop the incest.
No, it is not. But maybe your alternate title on the website.
How do you spell that?
Well, I'm sure T can figure that out.
I guess I didn't give it a full appreciation because I actually used it myself this morning in a group text.
So it's out there. How do you spell it?
Actually, it was the last thing I said in said group text. I said can't stop, won't stop.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't use the.
All right. Any other Avengers thoughts before my man Gabe slides out of here?
God,
It's okay if you don't. I just want to make sure.
I thought I had more.
I loved how I love the interaction that Thanos had with Scarlet Witch, where she's just like full on like, you took everything from me. I don't know who you are.
I don't even know you. That is straight from That is straight from Street Fighter. The day you met me was the greatest day of your life. To me, it was a Tuesday. That is straight from my man. Look, Street Fighter movie is pretty awful, but Raul Julia, right before he died, he did that movie right before he passed away. He just chewed that movie alive. Street Fighter movie good because of Raul Julia, nothing else.
But I think
Not
like,
the soundtrack?
There's 5 good songs on that soundtrack. Great songs on that soundtrack.
Also, that's an
Did you learn
unfair.
that by staying through the credits.
No, I bought that soundtrack because I saw it was like Nas and Razzcast. I was like, oh, I own that soundtrack.
Also, unfair assessment by Scarlet Witch. Ultron killed her brother.
I guess he didn't take everything. He took most of it. But then there's been all kinds of.
There's no
theories
line
about,
that says you took most of everything from me.
There's no going for that.
Well, like I guess the point was like she was winning.
Yeah.
She had him.
Yeah.
And that's why he had to hit the button on like blow everybody
fire.
up. Yeah, rain fire because I'm fucking losing. Like that's the equivalent of like flipping the chessboard.
Taking the ball and going home.
Yeah, he shoots the ladders was not going well, so he had to knock the table over.
Oh shit, they know.
He really did like keep the outside demeanor going well when things were even when things were going bad for him. Like that's a good point. He's like rain fire. It just seemed like a badass.
But
now it's
the
like
troops. I don't give a fuck. I can't look good losing to this witch.
She an Olsen twin.
Oh my god, Thick Thor was good to me. A lot of people been like, I don't like that. They think like that's fat phobic, and I'm like, I'm a fat dude, man. I didn't take no offense to it. Plus, like I said, like I told my daughter, if you were looking at Thor's arms that entire movie, like I noticed because they kept kind of zooming in on it. That motherfucker Chris Hemsworth is still Diesel as fuck. That shit was all CG, not fat suit. They CG'd that onto him, but his arm is Diesel. He is still cocky as fuck, Thor cocky. And I was like, I like that in you, champ. I like that you got it in you because there's no point in making people wear fat suits and sweat their ass off and be uncomfortable when you can just be like, there you go.
Yeah, I mean they have a whole trailer where it's Will Smith fighting himself. Like he looks like he's in Fresh Prince still.
Yeah.
Then he could easily put a fat suit on somebody.
Yep.
okay. That just seems unnecessary.
Chris Evans at the end was aged up. You know they've been de-aging people all these movies like Michael Douglas and so forth. They actually aged him up. They went the other way with that. Looked great. So special effects in this one was way on point. There was some special effects in Infinity War. It was like when at the end of Infinity War when they do the group shot. Watch Bruce Banner's head and Rhodey's head in their suits, and it's clear like it's photos
I didn't even notice
put
that.
on top of CG, and it looks just like absolute trash. This time around, they was like, we is not fucking around. This is the one, dog, and everything looked fantastic. Oh my god, dude. Rocket, I'm like, I can't breathe. He's like, can't be. Oh my god, that movie, man. I fucking really love that movie. Okay. So, that's what's up.
And I did like how Thanos went out. Like, you just sat down and accepted it.
It's just like, I feel like that was like a good bookend too. You know what I'm saying? You saw him in the beginning, he kind of just, at the end of Infinity War, he just had sat down on his porch. He's like, cool, I've done what I'm supposed to do. And I don't know, man. It's really good work. I really like the Russo brothers' work. If you ever watch any of the Nerf Gun episodes of Community, it's always a delight. They directed all those. They are from Cleveland, Ohio. So, you know what I'm saying? We always got to, you know what I'm saying? Anything respect due because of that, because that's what this show is always about. So, there you go.
That's right.
Go yes to work, man.
All right, I'm going to get going. Remember to thank Cleveland for giving you the
about how
best.
the movie was a half an hour too long.
It definitely had like
3 hours.
It definitely had like a Lord of the Rings kind of ending where you're like, all right, it's over now. Oh wait, it's not over. Okay.
Yeah, that whole like in between like, oh everybody's missing and the group therapy and shit. They could have cut all that out.
I feel like you need that 5 years later punch in your gut. I think you needed that.
5 years later, yes, but some of the stuff like those meetings between all the people who are still around, some of that stuff wasn't needed.
Well, then Okoye wouldn't have got any screen time.
You know what?
Also, I feel like all that right there, all that right there, I feel like it's set up for your other movies.
You know what really wasn't needed? All those fucking monuments with all those people's names on it. Society has crumbled. Rebuild. Stop putting up needless walls.
You need something to do.
Yeah. Just go like the cities look like the streets look like shit. There's broken cars everywhere.
Yeah,
why don't you clean that shit up?
Why don't you get that picked up instead of out here chopping names into bricks? You're right. Yeah.
People got paid for that. That's infrastructure.
Yeah, but they didn't pick up the trash.
All right. I got nothing. I got to go.
All right, bro.
They could have cut that out the movie, man. It made it short.
I need to go too.
All right.
We'll be right back after these messages.
So I don't know if you've heard this. It's kind of a new thing, but there's this website called Patreon, and holy shit, we're on that thing. So if you feel like supporting us additionally, rather than just listening to us like you do now, head on over to patreon.com/Days Crunchy and Milk and see what other shit we got popping on over there.
Pop, pop.
Magnitude's listening. Why don't you? So go on over there, show your support, and as always, we truly appreciate it. Whatever you can spare, even if it's just your good words on Twitter. But if you really, really, really want to support, head on over to patreon.com/Days Crunchy and Milk. See what we got going on over there for you in the hidden coffers. I hear Count Chocula's there.
And now back to Skip.
All right, so me and T only going to be playing Ohio or Florida.
Oh, Florida. So I can't count this as points because I'm not defeating anybody. But I'm about to.
But I always want to listen to you.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
It's love, man.
See you later. All right. Let's go. Student barred from prom over racist proposal sign.
I'm gonna go with Florida.
Okay, let me read. Superintendent said a picture shared to student's social media account stated, "If I was black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you for prom."
You know what? Maybe Florida wouldn't give a goddamn. But somebody in Ohio might have some good sense still, even though we slowly but surely losing. All right, so I'm gonna flip it to Ohio. Let's go.
That's your final answer?
Yeah, Ohio.
Ohio. You're totally right. All right. Man pooping in the woods tries to flee police pursuit.
Man pooping in the woods. I don't think either one of these states would have police pursuit. Why was he being pursued for pooping?
A man led Ohio officer.
Well, Ohio it is.
Yes.
But read that off. I want.
Okay, man led officers on a foot pursuit along a busy roadway on Saturday, fleeing after he saw an officer while he was defecating in a wooded area outside a fast food restaurant. The 33-year-old man who was not identified on Sunday said he fled police in approximately 75 miles east of Columbus because he had illegal marijuana on him. So that's why he was running. Because he shit got caught. He was like, hey, stop. All right. Woman accused of using an electronic device to steal from arcade machines.
Florida. I go Florida.
You're right. That is Florida. All right. Man accidentally shoots himself in grocery store checkout line.
Man, I don't know where you get these stories. I'm a news kind of dude. I ain't heard none of these. Not one of these is like familiar to me. Florida. I blame Florida. Florida got open carry.
So do we, though.
Oh shit! Damn. Well, I said Florida. So
okay. Now you can stick with your first mind.
All right.
A shopper accidentally shoots himself Sunday afternoon. He was in Publix. I had to cut that out of the article. The man shot himself in the lower extremity while shopping at a supermarket. Okay. This is a good one. This one was for lunch.
All right.
Ohio.
Well, read it off.
Ohio man loses more than 40 pounds drinking only beer for Lent. For 46 days, an Ohio man was on a liquid bread diet. No food, just beer. An Ohio man has checked the beer-only diet off his bucket list, and he lost 40 pounds. Instead of giving up alcohol for Lent, Dale Hall decided to do the opposite and only drink beer for 46 days. And he lost 44 pounds.
Wow.
All right. So, man arrested after inviting deputies to see his pot plant.
That's just dumb enough to be Ohio. I'll say Ohio.
That was actually Florida.
Oh, wait, word up.
A 65-year-old man, Florida man, was arrested after inviting police to come look at the marijuana plant he had grown in his yard. All right.
A plant?
It was a plant.
And that's a... fuck you, Florida.
Okay, this was the bonus question. Pet accidentally hitches ride from Utah to blank. A pet from Utah went on a real-life incredible adventure. Animal rescue group posted a picture of a lost feline on his Facebook page along with Animal's incredible story. According to the post, the cat accidentally hitched a ride across country. By the time it was discovered, it was too late. So from Utah to Blaine.
I'm gonna go to Florida just because distance.
Yes,
All right.
it was Utah. I mean, it was Utah from Florida. So
Too late? Like the cat died too late? Or
No, it was too late. That I think they had. I think he got back to his home, but I think it was too late that it had already happened.
Oh, okay. Like, oh damn, you play with man like it's too late, baby, you gone.
I'm sure that cat's okay.
It's all good. Okay, so you would have taken 30 minutes out of the movie.
I think it was a little bit too long in some spots, like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Like, Scarlett, the whole. I don't even think we need a Hawkeye back.
Okay. What purpose did Hawkeye have? He was you know what? He's like your emotional character. He's somebody who actually lost. I didn't realize everybody lost somebody.
Yeah,
but
he lost his whole family.
You put it like you just lost your whole family. Your snap was weird. Your snap was statistically inaccurate.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I kind of feel like he must have had one more movie on his contract and they had to do it somehow.
Yeah, I mean I don't doubt that's probably what it is, but he also he has a show coming out. He gets a show. He's gonna train.
Get a Hawkeye show?
Yeah, he's on that Disney Plus, so he gets that. Oh, what I was saying about the scene in when they were all talking when Scarlet Witch is getting reports in, you know, saying that she runs Avengers Shield, whatever it is. They were talking about an earthquake off the coast of Africa easily set you up for a Namor story, as for Black Panther 2. Which
is Namor in that next movie?
Not that I know of, but I'm saying that it's just set up. I felt like I read somewhere that Universal owns the rights to Namor, but if they worked out to get the rights to Hulk, they can probably work that out because Disney got that kind of dough.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed it the second time, and I also was like, y'all got to look at this the third time. Captain Marvel looks at Rhodey, kind of whatever, and just says, "Hey, good luck." She don't do it to nobody else or anything like that. There. Turns out in the books, Captain Marvel and Rhodey are a couple, and I feel like that's kind of a little hint toward that. So I'm saying I feel like they were throwing some hints, or just sprinkling some stuff.
Easter eggs.
Yeah. Into that. An Easter egg that I heard about and I finally got to see on the IMAX screen was Howard the Duck was in that movie.
Where was he at?
So just when the Wasp pops back up, if you look in the lower right hand screen, you can see the Ravagers, Howard the Duck, my man Sean Gunn's character, the one guy who took Yondu's Finn at the end of Guardians 2. So he was in there. So they was all
was Taserface in there?
No, Taserface died. You know, Taserface dead. So, but he was they were some of the crew that popped out the Doctor Strange's portals and stuff. So I was like, oh, cool. I said, because I talked about, I was like, I wonder how the Duck was in there somewhere. And she's like, they probably hit him. And then I read it somewhere. It's like, oh yeah, they hit him. He was like, I'm like, and like you can see it clear as day. He's like, Howard the Duck.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a Howard the Duck show.
Hell yeah, I like the way they draw Howard in the comics now. He got a cool little vibe, and I like how they made him in these movies. That's a way better than the version that we got from George Lucas. I mean, Howard the Duck's a fine movie again. Cleveland, word up. Yeah, so. But that was I think it was a Henson puppet at that point, and I like the CG version of it. So, and I wonder what they cut out this movie. I wonder if they'll give us extras. I seen this box set flying around the internet, and people been like, "That's fake, that's real, that's fake, that's real." And I wonder if we're gonna get a nice like the Infinity Saga box set. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I could afford that. I could afford all the Avengers movies, but a big ass 22 movies?
Will be 22 movies.
I don't know about that.
And like 22 movies of like Hulk is Universal, so it's like you'd have to be like you'd have to work out details with companies. Spider-Man's technically Sony's. So. And again, also the Spider-Man trailer, Far From Home trailer came out yesterday. The second big reveal trailer. And this one they were like, this is behind the scenes shit. And so this takes place after Endgame. They waited 2 weeks after Endgame came out to put this trailer out because it's basically like it will be a lot of spoilers in there. And I'm like, that like it's gonna be way more fun than I give it the credit for. And so I'm kind of excited. I was already excited, but I'm like. And it's just far enough away where I'm like, that's a good gap between. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I like the trailer, but they could have left that. They could have left those spoilers out.
I feel you know what? Because it's Sony doing the trailer, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like when Disney cuts these trailers, it's it's literally stuff that happens in them trailers that don't happen in the movie. You know, they do it on purpose to like throw people off. So, but I was just reading. I was trying to read up on Mysterio today, kind of trying to get some information about him. So I'm like, oh, okay, some stuff I've read about him, like that makes this make a little more sense to me. I'm also into the idea of them opening up the multiverse to the whole the MCU, because that can lead to all kinds of things. It's how you retcon in a bunch of things.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm hoping we get a Fantastic Four at some point.
Yeah, Fantastic Four would be nice.
A good version of Doom, because the 2 versions of Doom we done had has not been good. So he's a dope character, man. It's like a real interesting bad guy. So I'm like, hell yeah, give me some Doom shit. Now that'd be hype.
Or if they like do like a Nick Fury standalone.
Yeah.
Like a young one, like maybe get the dude that's playing this version of Shaft for him. That would be a double dip.
Oh yeah. That movie actually looks really fun too. That's the trailer. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out, man.
Yeah.
So I fuck with that. Did John Singleton do the first Shaft? The first remake? Was that the one he produced? Or
I think so.
Yeah,
I think he. Or was that F. Gary Gray? I think the first one was the John Singleton movie.
Okay. Yeah. So I
the new one.
Yeah, I read a passage about him. I guess he was speaking to some young filmmaker, and the reason she didn't want to see a movie he was talking about not. She goes, I guess she asked him, hey man, do the black people survive in this movie? He goes, in my movies, black people always survive because they're the heroes in my movie. And I'm like, hell yeah, man, that's so fucking necessary. Way too young, man. 51 is just entirely too young, man. It's like, get your blood pressure checked, people. I have high blood pressure. I get it from my mama. It is familiar. It is a familial trait. We've had it for multiple generations at this point.
Yeah.
But get your blood pressure checked, man, and stay on that shit. It's so necessary. And because, like I said, don't leave your family because you got on some preventable shit. Is all I'm asking, man. So,
that's true.
Yeah. So definitely a rest in power to John Singleton, man. I cannot watch Boys in the Hood anymore. It's one of the ones that fuck with me too much, and I'm like, it's not like Kids or Breaking for a Dream where it just literally it makes me uncomfortable. It hurts my heart to watch that movie, to watch Boys in the Hood, man.
Yeah, like I watch it every once in a while. Like I can't watch Color Purple very much. I could watch Working for a Dream anytime because that shit is just like almost too outlandish to be like for example, I've been watching The Chi on Showtime, and man, that shit is like the most good timing show ever. Like shit can't never go right on that show. You know, it's how
what you call it is too though. What's the other show that takes place in Chicago on Showtime?
Shameless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is Black Shameless, but Shameless is white good time.
So yeah.
So yeah, it's like every time something happens, it's like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back on that show.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Keith got a football contract, then blew his knee out. Could never play the game again.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
But then he could do a good. He was good at doing impressions.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like yeah, it's never nothing. But everything happened good in the last episode. Like everybody got out, I think, on Good Times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a happier medium than making everything go. I mean, everything can't go good.
Yeah.
But everything can't go bad too.
I got home last night and Vanessa was watching
Dead to Me?
No, Good Girls.
Okay.
Whatever that's the show that you said you was hate watching.
Yeah.
And I was like, Anthony said he hate watching the show right now. And it was a good half of the episode left. And it's like, it's one of the 45-minute episodes. And I'm like, I was getting tense because I was like, they was moving weight across the Canadian border or bringing back weight from here.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is y'all doing with these Girl Scouts?
So what was interesting about that episode was that she said she threw away the drugs at the nursing home.
Yeah.
But I don't think she did. I think she took the drugs from what the youngest sister and kept them all for herself.
Oh. She did say she did go home and say, I'm gonna get you a good lawyer.
Yeah.
Like, where you getting a good lawyer from? You ain't got no money?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's wild. And like I said, I've watched all of 45 minutes of this show in total in 2 seasons. But
Yeah, I'm
that cop, who I saw him like last week. She was watching the episode, and I was like, "Oh, cool, she got a little boyfriend." And she goes, "Nah, he a cop." Vanessa like, "No, he a cop." I go, "What?" He like, "Yeah, he undercover. He going after her." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
And then she discovered it that episode.
And on that episode, she put 2 and 2 together. And I was like, and then I noticed he was feeling real, because she had just said, "I love you," but then they had that little back and forth, that tell-a-tale. And I noticed he was like, when he was walking out there, he was like, and I feel like he sent him a different direction than her. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't they all come to the grocery store and just yap her ass up? Why did they go to the car lot?
I mean, because that the black guy got a hard on for to get her caught.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm hate watching at this point. It's like I mean, I guess they got to keep making mistakes to do 13 episodes. And I fell asleep on an episode of Dead to Me. I need to go back because I listened to Linda Cardellini on what podcast was that I was listening to with the dude that his girlfriend said he was a piece of crap. Chris Hardwick's podcast. I listened to that while I was cutting the grass yesterday. So
he still had a podcast. He still do whatever the hell, Nerdist?
It's not Nerdist, it's something else now.
With the Hardwick show, whatever the hell he called it.
Yeah, it's only him. Because before it was him and some other dude.
It was his crew. And a lot of people was like, when they heard about that thing, they was like, "Fuck you, dude." And they got him like, yeah, Matt Myra and everybody. They was like, "You are." They knew he was a piece of shit in some way. Yeah. So I know we discussed the back and forth about him and Chloe Dykstra. But his people was like, yeah, but he was still a piece of shit. Even if none of that was like, if all that truth proved to be whatever, they was like, yeah, he's still a piece of shit.
Yeah, I think that's part of the business. Like, I feel like even if like one of you guys did something like terrible, like I'm not gonna be like, they must have already not liked him.
Exactly.
Like if y'all did something wrong, like I would be. I don't know. It would be hard, but obviously it wasn't that hard for them.
Yeah, because they was getting paid and they was blowing up and going places and so forth. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's what's up. But he's still getting celebrities on the show, so people must not think he's too much of a piece of shit. So
because him and Linda Cardellini was talking about like they knew each other from the late 1990s. Yeah. Before Freaks and Geeks. So I don't know. I'll finish that. Like I said, I've been kind of disappointed in Netflix over like the last couple years. Like a couple shows that that they came out with, like On My Block and stuff like that. I just didn't like. Yeah. And I'll watch anything, and I couldn't watch that.
And what I've noticed lately is things I fuck with on Netflix oftentimes is getting canceled later. So like I liked what's the hip hop in the '70s show?
Oh, that broke my heart. The Get Down.
The Get Down was dope. Yeah. It just didn't get the numbers they wanted. They canceled One Day at a Time. They canceled Santa Clarita Diet. It's like y'all fucking canceled some really.
Yes, I watched all those shows. I didn't. I watched One Day at a Time a little bit, but like it seemed like. I mean, I know they're millionaires and we're not, but it seemed like the shows like that were doing well, because it takes so long for stuff to come back, because we watch it in a day and it takes them a year or years to produce it. But still, it's like I'm
always wishing for Master None to come back, but Aziz is pretty much just like, I ain't doing that shit no more. So that's more on him than them. They didn't cancel it. He was just like, I don't know if I want to make more of this. And then all the stuff happened with his, you know what I'm saying, his situation. And then he wrote, I think he helped write on
The Dead Show?
Yeah, that show on Amazon.
Yeah.
That we fuck with. God damn, I can't think of that show. That show was so good.
It was pretty good. It was very original. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's happened a little bit, but like Stephen King, even though I honestly just think he undercover racism, but
forever. Yeah. On Amazon. Go look at that. You got Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah. But like some even like what's the dude from Detroit that write like Rum Punch and Elmore Leonard. Yeah. Like bring some of his books out, or we can make anything long form now. Yeah. So
Hulu has they're doing Catch-22, which is a book. They're doing that as a series coming up here soon. It's been interesting to watch some shit go down. So all of a sudden, Disney is doing some Marvel original shows on Hulu now. Mm-hmm. But that's because they own 2/3 of Hulu now because they bought Fox.
Yeah.
So now they own 2/3 of Hulu. Plus they gonna have Disney Plus. It's like y'all, it's just
So when is Disney Plus supposed to hit?
November.
Yeah,
$6.99 a month or $70 for a whole year, and everything. They said they putting the whole goddamn kit and caboodle on there, with the exception of like Song of the South.
That's what I was just about to ask.
and I guess things in that regard.
I wonder how much that VHS is on eBay.
And I think they said they're gonna edit out the crows from Dumbo going forward. I know. I was listening to Rob from there talk about Dumbo and how he don't like them racist crows. It was like I don't know, seeing yourself on TV. I realized we don't really get down like that, but it's like I do know people who talk like that, and did know people who talk like that when I first saw that shit, and I was like, I know folk who talk that way. What you talking about? So I like the crows in Dumbo, man. I be done seen about anything. When I see an elephant fly, I didn't take that as bad. I realized it probably was. Probably some racist people who wrote that shit, but I don't know. I dug it.
only $14.95 for a DVD of Song of the South.
Man, it's always somebody making copies of that.
It's real.
I've never seen it. I don't think I know of Uncle Remus and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I never did know, like, do they just put some real slavey ass shit in there?
Well, it's more the way they talk. It's like phonetically, bro, like the way they break down.
Oh,
the way
pidgin
they
English and shit?
Yeah. I actually bought some Uncle Remus books not too long ago. Like, I mean, I don't think my kids are ready for it, but like, it was something I remember reading as a kid, and it was written by a black author called Julius. The name escapes me at the moment, but I remember reading those books as a kid, and I got that and the Black People Can Fly.
Okay.
Like pretty much like African American literature, slave literature at that. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's. Cause I remember them talking about Not on the Black Guy Who Tips, where it was saying like, that's part not gonna be in Dumbo, and I don't know how they could pull that back off.
I mean, just don't put the crows in the movie because it's like this is a spoiled movie rules. They saw the trailer for it.
Yeah,
that's why the discussion had been broached. Like I don't think that was on a regular show.
No, it was on spoiled movie.
Yeah. So. But like I said, I don't know. I fuck with it. I like them crows. I have no real thoughts on it, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't bring the crows back. But I mean, what could you have new schooled it? Could you have brought the crows back in some way to make them fit in today's society?
I don't know. Made them white crows talking like that. Make them seagulls.
Hell yeah, some seagulls
Seagull talking.
Oh my god.
Saying mine. I guess that would be an inside joke.
A Dory callback. Hell yeah, that would be funny. Well, it's all to the good people. That is episode 297. The road to 300 continues. We doing a damn thing. You got joined by Lunchbox 2099, the real ODP who had to slide on. ODP was a surprise. Like you said, I didn't expect him to be here today. He didn't expect himself to be here today, but I'm glad we got him for a little bit.
He wanted to be here so bad.
That's, of course, Tatum 216.
Yes.
I'm the Entertainer 713. You have just been podcast 2. I know you loved it.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.